everyone thought there was a trailer there, and we psyched everyone out. Hello, everyone, and welcome to another Black Desert console stream. My name is CM Shirna.
My name is Trent.
And, yeah, it's nice to be here.
Yeah, it's been a while.
It has indeed. It's felt like an eternity.
Yeah, so, you know, if you guys are... Oh, we're going to wait for a few more people to roll in, I guess, because we're just going to talk some stuff. Chat got weird.
Chat got weird during the countdown. We appreciate it. The lore spitting out by Audrey was particularly interesting.
Interesting is a key word there. So if you're new to the stream, if you're joining us from PC, mobile, wherever it is that you're joining us from for the first time, what we do is we talk about Black Desert Console. We go through the state of address on things that have been happening, important stuff. Then we go through the patch notes for the next update, events, show some gameplay, and then we do a dedicated Q&A. Now,
which part? Where are you going?
The gameplay today.
Oh, yeah.
All right, I'm not going to explain all of it until we get there. The gameplay today may cause anger from us.
Yeah.
Because we're going to try something new, and it's going to be interesting.
Just a point to make out, we're not going to do any super serious gameplay.
Yeah.
We don't have the ability to do that at this time because, as most of you would know, Ataraxion is on its way, which is a 5-man co-op dungeon, and unfortunately, there's 2 of us, which means we're 3 men short, and only one of the kids decided to work again, so there's 1 of us.
Pretty much. So let's start with the state of the address. As we said, this gameplay is going to be just us trying something new. We're not going to do anything super intense in terms of Ataraxion, but you will get to have a sneak peek into it. The next thing is the update on the roadmap. Now, for those of you who missed it in the last couple of streams that we did, because we did a string of streams in just a week or so, after the Heido Ball, Jezongim had told us, the console team in particular, that we're going to work on something to give to the console community. And in the same, maybe in the same vein as the last roadmap we did, because that one was actually quite nice. So we are still working on that because we want it to be just right. So, you know, thanks for waiting on that. We're still going to try and perfect it. And then hopefully if it comes out in this form of video, it'll probably be in subtitles again.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The next thing that we have to do is where we've been. So over a span of 2 weeks, we did like 4 streams, someone mentioned.
4 or 5, yeah.
Yeah, like we did a whole bunch of streams starting with an update, then Heidel, then another update, then the Seasons 101, and then we kind of bounced. I went on vacation for a bit. The situation in Korea got a lot worse, and, you know, that's why we've been kind of missing again. But everyone's been safe, and I hope you guys are staying safe as well. I hope you guys are doing well.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And what was the last one?
The last one is Ataraxion related as well. So today we're going to be messing around a bit, and then CM Valterra and a bunch of homies are going to go play Ataraxion for realsies.
Yeah, for realsies.
And
they're going to be trying to go through as much as possible, I guess.
Yeah, and I hope you guys check it out. I think it's going to be a lot of fun for them to do that.
What is the time of that? It is the 20th.
It'll be after the update, the 2 p.m. PDT 10 or 2 p.m. PDT, 10 p.m. UTC +1.
There we go. So join Valtara on that stream, the Ataraxion stream. She's going to be doing it with a bunch of, when you say homies, you mean partners. She's going to be doing it with a bunch of partners. So tune in for that.
All the details will be on social media anyway, so check that out.
Okay, so let's get into this week's patch notes.
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of. You do have a copy. I know you didn't print me a copy of the events.
Oh, because you never talk about the events.
Yeah, see how it goes. See this? I take care of you, you don't take care of me. Okay, first up is Ataraxion Valmalka. Valmaka? I don't know how you pronounce that. Valmaka?
Valmakia.
Valmakia?
Yeah. Valmakia.
Dude, it looks like there's a capital I there, and it looks like Valmalikia.
Ataraxion is coming!
So, Ataraxion is a 5-person co-op experience.
Yes.
Basically, the first few areas are open world. and then you go to fight the final boss, which is instance. So the final boss will be instance, but the open world ideology of Black Desert is in the opening zone, so you'll be able to party up with people there. If you have the keys to progress, you might be able to find a party with the other things you need to go through those black gates that you need the keys for.
When you say keys, what do you mean?
So basically, as you're progressing, the only thing that will drop generally is the key. So the key is something that you need to open the door. It
Like
requires-
Ataraxion-related items.
Yeah, they're Ataraxion-related keys to open up doors and things like that to get through more of the dungeon. So with that, you know, there's a bunch of quests. The quest line is fully voiced over, which was weird. It's been so long since voice and the text matched.
And the voiceovers are kind of cool. Like, I will say, Eden?
Yep.
Eden is, how do I say this without getting banned on Twitch? He sounds a lot more mean
I mean, Eden is just
and arrogant.
a useless character. Okay. So one of the things you will find is that a lot of the enemies that appear in the dungeon do have special mechanics. We're not going to explain those to you. You might see something in this stream and work it out. And if you do, congratulations, you're smarter than we are, because we did an hour of this last night. And I just found out this morning how to kill some of them. But there are basically normal mobs, and then there are the boss mobs. The boss mobs hit harder, and they have unique mechanics. These mobs are Cetus, Monoceros, Lacerata, Creomar, and Putrachium, which looks like a little flying Puterum. And that thing is annoying. I haven't figured out how to kill that little guy yet.
Yeah.
Death penalties would apply, so if you go in red and you die, obviously your red penalties do apply, but the other death penalties we don't have.
Okay. And I think for that, is there anything else you want to mention about Ataraxion in that case?
I'll go through. So there is a season character quest line for Ataraxion, so you can go in with seasonal characters, and if you do that quest line, you're going to get like Rift Echoes, Timeful Blackstones, Vice of Valks 30 and Vice of Valks 20, Rift Fawn, and there is a chance to get between a Pry and a Tri Tuvala accessory, but the full rewards will be available in the patch notes for the real things later on.
Awesome. Anything else you want to do?
No. That's about it for Ataraxion. There's quite a bit. It's actually kind of fun. But yeah, it's going to take a while for you to get the mechanics down to be able to do it in a reasonable time. It's going to take time and exploration.
Yeah, and I will say that, you know, Ataraxion is aside from Korea PC, is a global release. So there's going to be a lot of guides out there. People are going to be making a lot of guides on how to do it. There are already a few in Korean. One in particular, Jinga. There's a user on YouTube called Jinga, and she kind of goes through a lot of it and doesn't spoil too much about it, so I highly recommend watching that.
Yep. Okay, on to the other stuff. So Season Server is getting a bunch of improvements. That includes the simplified quest line now appearing as a... what are they called?
A crossroad
quest. So it'll appear as a crossroad quest.
So we took a lot of feedback from all platforms and regions, and the simplified quest line confused a lot of people because, you know, they just kind of spammed through and got into it and didn't know what to do with it. So now there's a dedicated window to it that lets you choose, and from what I understand, also describes what those quest lines entail.
Yep.
So yeah, that's a good thing.
The issue with the legendary blacksmith and the mysterious companion will be fixed in this update, so you no longer have to go onto an alt character, complete those quests, and get those done. The Crow Merchants thing has had its text edited to show better how to use it. So you have to be A, on a season server, B, have it in your inventory, C, have all quests on. If you use the timepiece, it resets your quest settings. So make sure you double check to have all quests on, and then it should appear. So they have to be in your inventory. And if it doesn't work there, put it away, put it in your storage, and then bring it back. And basically, Totafugar on a season server, it has to be on a season server, and that will allow you to get the chests. That should be the issue. If not, we'll continue looking into it. Is there anything else? We don't have the graduation things revealed yet. I know that has been a question for a lot of people. What is coming with the graduation? We don't have those details for you at the moment.
That one's a big one.
Which one? Oh, yeah, and the simplified quest line has been changed from once per family to once per character. So if you do use the timepiece, you can once again do the simplified quest line.
There it is.
All right.
Fixed a variety of issues as well with it.
That's it. There's quite a bit. There's quite a bit, actually. Other changes. So bartering goods have been changed. We're changing some of the land goods. We're changing some out and replacing them with other things. Full list of that will be available once the patch notes go live. So as barter chill. As barter changes, if we do changes like this, your current set of barters will refresh. However, if you have, let's say, 1 remaining out of 4, so if you have done any of the trades, so if you have 3 out of 4, 2 out of 4, 1 out of 4, let's say, that one will not refresh. So you will still be able to go and finish that after. That is the bartering section. If you have the full list, so if it's 4 out of 4, that will refresh.
Okay.
I don't want to talk about that one. There was another one that... There's quite a lot to talk about. Did that get deleted? Or oh, that would be in UI. There's a UI change as well for bartering. So, a couple of good things. Cheer animation. You will no longer cheer when you get massive pure magic. And later on in this patch note, you will find you no longer cheer when you get hards and shards from shoveling or water scooping.
That makes me sad.
So now you can scoop water to your heart's content. But yeah, that's basically that. But monkey paw situation. We removed the cheers for certain things, but we've added cheers when you get a couple of items from a chest, such as Sharp Alchemy Stone, Resplendent Alchemy Stones, Gold Bar Box, Energy of All Creations, Advice of Valks, Dine, and Ardu. So if you get those items in a chest, your character will now cheer.
Well, from a chest, I think that's okay.
Nah.
Why?
It's terrible. You shouldn't cheer.
Amazing.
Fugar's timepiece has also been not changed. It is doing the same thing, but we have explained that the skill EXP that transfers over is purely the ones you earn in combat. It doesn't include the Mist of Breezy books or whatever it's called, the books that give you the skill points if you do the simplified quest line, or the quests that give you skill EXP. It now says that there is a difference. Basically, the
So
skill...
it's only the ones earned from combat?
Yeah.
Okay.
Only skill EXP you earn from combat will be transferred. That is the same, but it now explains it.
Okay.
All right. I don't know about that one. Oh, all right. Big one. The 300-second wait period has been removed when switching tagged characters. So no longer a 5-minute cooldown when tagging. I haven't checked this out yet, but that's basically what is happening there. Sage is getting a fix to his guard break. Basically, what was happening was if he was moving backwards and Corsair broke his frontal guard and he goes under the no guard gauge recovery debuff, basically he would continue moving backwards even if you're trying to do something else.
Okay.
So that has been fixed for Sage. Corsair gets a whole bunch of changes and improvements. All right. So I still have to translate some of this.
I can see this.
Yep. So the head storage butler has been added, which allows you to combine the weight of all your maids in one go. I believe. I think that's what it does. There is an auto move to storage function added, which means if you have, let's say, 500 of something in your storage and 100 in your inventory, and you press this, it will automatically move that 100 into the storage.
Okay.
Yeah. The barter UI and the low cargo UI now show next to each other. So when you open it before, you press a button and you go into the barter window, but then you'd have to exit to go back to talk to the wharf manager. Now when you look at the wharf manager, the load cargo window, which shows your inventories and stuff, and the barter window should show next to each other. So that's a pretty big barter quality of life change there for us. Also, now, this one is still in Korean. I haven't translated or gone into detail on it, so this might be a bit sketch, but it is something that we should talk about.
Mm-hmm.
You can now open your central market window from your storage.
Ooh.
We haven't checked it out, but you press LT and Y or LT triangle, and that will allow you to open your central market straight from your storage. I believe that allows you to move things from one to the other, but I'm not 100% sure on that as it is.
Okay.
Pretty big one for people. So if you are under level, if you are 49 or under, or yeah, let's say 49 or under. If you're 49 or under, previously you would be able to fire cannons on the large ships such as guild galleys, but you would deal no damage.
Okay.
Basically, we have changed that function so that now you can't fire cannons at all. You have to be 50 or higher in order to fire cannons on the large ships.
Okay.
Which is anything Bartali sailboat and up, I believe. There is a full list of large ships in the Great Expedition update, but basically it's anything above Bartali.
Okay.
Then there is a whole bunch of knowledge changes, like 1 page, 2 page, 3 page. So quite a lot of knowledge changes, making it easier to get knowledge, and it also explains how to get some of the more difficult ones. And the last thing that is in the patch notes is the Offin Serenaka will now display. Basically what happened is after the Corsair update, the meshing of the Offin Serenaka was not applied correctly, so it didn't display at all. She was running around with a ghost blade. There was nothing there. There was just the water effects.
I kind of like that, though.
Yeah, you're basically like punching air, but that has been fixed, so now the Serenaka will now appear.
A ghost blade sounds cool. Thank you for doing that, by the way.
That's fine. That's fine. Oh,
You good?
I'm going to take a lie down.
All right.
You got the events?
Yeah, that's all me. It's not that much, actually. I can do this. So yeah, that's the patch notes. We're going to jump right into the events right now. So for the events, a while ago, we had something called the Golden Troop event. That has come back. So essentially, during your daily quest or one of the playtime challenges, you can earn Golden Troop coins. You exchange these things for items such as Chronostones, Meme Frags, Advice of Vox 50, or a Shaki Luxury Box. You can also get Golden Imp coins by defeating monsters during the event period, which you will need to complete some of the quests. There are a few quests, actually. There's 3 dailies that you can do.
Choice of one, right?
No.
It's usually a choice of one.
No. This one's a choice of one.
Oh, okay.
You get 3 out of there.
Okay.
So there's 3 quests that you can do per day to get the Golden Troop coins and contribution experience points. So that is that. Shaki boxes obviously give you good accessories. The Playtime Challenge will give you Golden Troop coins. We also have something called the Hunt is Back, which will start much later. So I think it starts not this right after the maintenance, but it starts on August 4th, which gives you boxes, Blessed Mesh scrolls, and item collection scrolls, depending on the amount of time that you played within the game, as well as a new attendance event.
Wow, your part was much shorter than my part.
But not as easy. What I did was tough.
The division of labor is not as balanced as I thought it was. When you were like, I'm doing events, I was like, all right, well, that's going to be
the new attendance
8-9
event
pages.
starts next week, not right after this one. So with this, essentially with the events this time, I think we just kind of weighted up on it, just because like Ataraxion has a lot of stuff for people to go check out. So yeah. And I think that's it.
Yeah. Okay, so Ataraxion. Let's should we explain what's happening today?
Am I gonna be able to connect?
Yeah, you're connected.
Yes.
All right.
Okay,
So switch to gameplay. Okay, so this would be the starting point of the Ataraxion dungeon. You complete the quest line to get to this point, and as you can see, we are here in Ataraxion. Now, because Ataraxion is all about teamwork and co-ops, we decided it would be a good idea.
Wait, not just that. It's about teamwork and co-op, and generally for Ataraxion to go through it all, you need a team of 5. What's the recommended AP?
240-300.
250, no?
250-300.
Yeah. So 250 in a party of 5, but we are just one person. And I say we are just one person because
we're using Copilot function, which means because he has no idea on how to play Zerk, when we did the testing, there was a lot of profanity being thrown around, and especially this opening part, which is on a very narrow pathway. So we're going to try and co-pilot this as far as we can go. We're going to go down into the dungeon.
For those of you that don't know what co-pilot is, basically, we have 2 controllers on one console controlling the one character. So you're spinning, so you go
I'm
left,
spinning the character left.
and I go right. It stops and we cancel each other. We're gonna try and go. This is a test server. We are kind of geared out, but we are one person and we're controlling one character. Apparently,
it's gonna be fun. All right. One thing I do want to show: if you come here and you want to give up, you do lose any items that you have, apart from your final rewards and the Lucaretta's key, I believe it's called.
Yeah.
And also, if you go to this little thing over here,
I got you.
And you want to exit, no, sir.
I got you.
And you want to exit, you talk to the Soul Magia, and it will take you home. Right.
Why would you co-op this? Because teamwork. Let's go.
Things actually hit like a tank, and
keep
the camera straight, bro.
Look. I'm not even touching the camera. I am touching the camera.
You are touching the camera. So
there's a bird.
I'm gonna show this. That is the Putorium, and that little thing I haven't figured out how to hit. But these things do not like black spirits. So basically, that don't fall off the cliff.
What does this do?
Ah! Sir,
I'm doing headbutts.
No,
I'm doing headbutts.
I taught you one combo yesterday. Do it.
You said start with headbutt.
I did not say start with headbutt.
Did you not say start with headbutt? Oh no! Oh, that's not okay.
Sir.
Okay.
Sir.
We got this.
All right, punch.
Punch.
Wait, we haven't got that. That's not punch.
That.
Okay.
Something is gonna recharge.
So as you're walking through the dungeon, these squares in the let me do devastation. The squares above you will summon monsters like this. As you can.
That wasn't me. That wasn't me. I swear I didn't do that. I pressed back B.
Right, back B. Funnily enough,
is that the skill?
Is that skill going backwards?
Okay. All right. So
there is a way up, but I don't know where I am because I've never fallen off that early before. All right.
So back B.
Back B does the leap backwards.
Okay.
Front B
does the leap forwards. Okay.
So, in the interest of safety,
yes,
let's not use the B button.
So one of us should use the B button.
Let the experienced Zerk do it, okay? So as you notice, the second time we walk through, these squares might not activate. They might activate. They activate at random, depending on what they want to do. But those little Putorums in the sky, they will always be there, and I have still not figured out how to hit him. I've tried everything.
There might be mechanics within the dungeon itself
to bring him down to the floor, maybe.
Yeah.
Or you have to be ranged. Oh, and now we have activated both. So this will be fun. Right, punch, remember?
Got it.
Punch.
Got it.
No.
I didn't do that one.
I think you were holding back, and I pressed B for Titan Kick.
Well, isn't that your fault then?
Sir, we said one person would be activating that. No!
I didn't press B! I didn't press B, I swear.
No, it's not about pressing B. It's you canceling out my skills. They don't do damage.
Yeah, cancels. Top tier Zerk. Oh, God.
See what you've done?
Okay, so that wasn't me. that was...
All right.
All right, we're back.
We're back. Okay. So, Oh, this was a bad idea when we came up with it, wasn't it?
We did better yet. Oh, dropkick.
Yeah, remember I told you about the... Stop shaking off, dude. Nope. Why did you press B?
I didn't press B.
You tried to drop kick. I know what you're like.
No, that was do hip. That was me.
All right, so I haven't figured. Why can't I can't cancel that. Why can't I cancel it? No!
I didn't do it. I didn't do it. I swear I didn't do it. So the first part of Ataraxion is definitely
A challenge when you're co-piloting.
I mean, even if you're one person and kind of doing your own. Do you want to try one person for a bit?
Yeah.
All right, I'll give it to you.
All right.
So for one person, how do I do this? So basically, Ataraxion for the first part, when you go through the questline within the dungeon itself, there's gonna be some parts where you have to kill monsters. There's some parts, as you can see on the right side with the quest menu, we have to go to a tower, and then you keep going. And oh, the camera's too fast.
I'll slow it down when I die next.
Yeah.
Because I guarantee, as soon as you there we go.
There we go.
Okay. All right.
So, yeah,
let's put on camera acceleration.
Yeah.
And if you press safe zone, you will go back to where we went before.
Excellent.
All right.
But yeah, so that's basically what it is. So you'll go through. Can you guys share a controller every time? Please no. This was a last-ditch effort.
No. Let's do it. All right. I'm gonna turn. Wait.
Invert.
I'm gonna turn that on, and I'm gonna turn that up. There we go. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Now I feel like I'm playing in slow motion. But
All right,
that's
let's
fine.
go.
All right. So we will eventually get past this.
We should just go to the tower, shouldn't we?
I mean, we could, but it is a lot of fun fighting on here because. All right, it is a lot of fun fighting on here because we are gonna fall. Why is my fairy still here? What? Why are you not following me?
Yeah,
Thank you. All right. Okay.
All right, so we're taking that on.
We're taking these guys.
All right,
We're
punch,
gonna
punch.
get these kills. No, you got to be an awakening for punch.
This was not part of the doc.
Man, you have a Zerk.
I do. He's my life skill alt.
All right. Fine.
That wasn't me.
No, shaking off backwards is not the same as giant leaping backwards. I have no control here. I have no control. All right.
I'm gonna let you do this one solo for a bit while I take questions.
All right. I'm gonna run through.
I'm
gonna run through.
Oh my god. Oh, this is so much fun for
So
me.
normally you would be in 5-people parties. We're alone.
Yes. So if you do 5-person parties, why is that beneficial in this sense?
Because
Can you just go up and smack people around?
you can put out more damage.
You can put out more damage, as well as there are certain mechanics towards the monsters that you will have to kind of take advantage of, and you'll see a lot of how do I say this? System messages that will come up, and
They are telling you what the big bad boss monsters are doing. And
Exactly.
there is ways around it. There are ways so that you can take them out quickly.
Yeah.
Like you can break Monokoros's shield. And those kind of things. Are they there? No, they didn't spawn this time. Okay. Nope.
trying to having too much fun. I am indeed.
I saw the square shadows. I was like, oh, there's someone behind me.
So co-pilot mode is something that's specific to Xbox under accessibility options. But yeah, we're just gonna go through. We completed some of the quests already beforehand, where we killed monsters together because we're a team. And are you getting smacked? Or you're just getting shot?
It's these puddles, man. The puddles.
So yeah, you guys will have to kind of go in together. Is there any PvP within the dungeon? Is it
Open
its
world
own-
PvP is
Yeah.
available.
So part of the dungeon itself will have elements of the
I'm going this way.
open world PvP aspect of it, should you decide to do that. However, you should be rolling in a team of 5, go through, and there are certain, I want to say certain bosses are
Are you gonna
specific
summon?
to you.
Nope. Okay.
It's like an instance where basically you summon a boss and then you can only see it in your party.
Whoa.
It's essentially like a dark rift.
What was that disco going on in here?
Are you not going to do the quest?
I thought I was doing the quest. Oh! Please don't see me.
Those certain bosses are CMs and GMs. We already know. I wish it was. If I could start smacking people around, that'd be kind of great. But yeah. See, you're doing all right.
Because I haven't got you.
So mean.
Spitting facts, bro.
You want me to help you out?
I would rather you wouldn't.
Okay. So what are the rewards? Are the rewards in the patch notes?
Yes.
Okay. So the rewards, we're gonna leave
Wait,
it to the patch notes in.
What? Oh, I'm out of stamina? What the heck?
If you had me, this wouldn't be an issue. So the rewards will be in the patch notes. All of the details regarding the dungeon itself will be in the patch notes. We are still finalizing translations and stuff for that, which is why we're not saying it outright on stream. But yes.
I don't know how to stop you from doing that. Did I stop him? I don't think I did. I don't know. I don't know how to stop him yet.
You're not doing all right.
I'm fine. I'm fine.
You're not doing all right.
I'm
But
fine.
yes, soloing this is going to be kind of tough. For
What
us,
happens if I hit closest
don't
time?
do it. Because this is a test build, it might break it.
Nah, it'll be fine.
Because that's still in Korean. It's still not the finalized product there.
Fine.
So, yeah.
The rewards are not meme frags. There's a bunch of guaranteed rewards, and there is a chance to get certain rewards as well.
Guys, if you could solo this, I mean, go for it. But I would rather you guys do A, co-pilot mode first. B, go in a party of 5.
Co-pilot mode is the recommended settings.
It is the recommended setting.
We should do a PvP tournament with co-pilots.
You know what I'll do? I'll just only handle the camera.
Dude, no.
That's all I'm doing.
No.
Look, you
No.
don't gotta worry about the camera.
No.
I got you on camera. Where you going? Got you.
No.
Got you.
Get out.
I got you.
Get out of my game.
Are you trying to back out? All right, we'll bounce out.
No.
We'll bounce out.
You're getting me killed.
Oh, you're doing all right. Look at that.
I need meals. I forgot the meals. Hold on. Let's just do it in the middle of combat. Not the seafood meals.
Okay.
I actually did that yesterday. I actually accidentally...
You popped the...
I popped the seafood buff. Okay. Stop moving the camera!
You gotta get off the ground. You're on the ground. You see the ground, right? Because of the camera control. I showed you the ground. I didn't do that. That was... I'm only camera, man.
This is how my parents got divorced, you know?
Is this what happened?
Yeah, they played co-pilot.
Garment update. We don't really have a garment update right now. Like we said, like optimization is still a continuous process. I believe we talked about that with Jesongnim again, but yeah.
What?
I didn't do it.
I think it's you're holding the camera. Are you holding the camera?
Define holding the camera. What do you mean by this?
I feel like you're accidentally tilting the controller back, or your controller has drift.
Accidentally is a strong word. I would say intentionally. You got this. So, Krayomar has finished releasing the currents with the overcharge stuff. So basically, this guy, he shoots out this wave and just smacks people around, does a lot of damage. But again, team of 5, you guys should be okay.
I haven't figured out how to kill him. He's one of 2 that I don't know how to break through yet.
Can we show us some of the UI changes that we talked about? Yeah. Let's do the next quest at least. I'll let it go now.
All right. I don't think I'm going to be able to because it's a 5-person dungeon.
No,
and I am but one man.
In tomorrow's news, Trent has been found bald. There's a good chance that Shirna might do that to me. Any news about Corsair Awakening?
Oh, no.
Nope.
No story. Okay.
We're not supposed to spam it.
I wanted to get out of it.
Yay.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
As you can see, there's a lot of stuff.
This is a test build.
Why?
It's a test build.
All those quests are normal quests. So, one of the requirements for entering the Ataraxion is you have to be 57 or over, and you have to have completed at least... Stop, you stupid bird!
Are there checkpoints in the dungeon, or will it have to be completed in one run?
It has to be completed roughly in one run, I believe.
Yes, but like when it's kind of hard to say that. So basically, what happens is that you have a quest line, you go through the quest line, you do your thing, and do the puzzles and stuff. If you die, you would have to respawn again and go from there. But your quest line doesn't reset, if that's what you're asking. It will continue to go on from there.
I'm just going to continue to run through and show off a little bit while we continue talking about it. There are checkpoints when you go through the gates.
Yeah.
I believe the gates are checkpoints. So I don't know where one of those would be right now, but basically the gates are checkpoints. Here's some story stuff. I'm not going to bother with that. Hold on.
That's a puzzle.
Wait. Can I just pick it up?
Yes, but it's part of the puzzle.
Peace.
Are you just taking the box with you?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
What are they going to do? They can't fight me. This is where I find out an unintentional bug. But yeah.
Sorry. I interrupted him. So you said you have to be at level 57. What else do you need to
57 or higher, finish Succession, and I believe you have to have completed Media.
Succession or
Awakening. It doesn't have to be. It used to be both, and you used to have a knowledge requirement, but that recently got changed. So if you were reading, like, let's say some of the older translations from Korean, because you were interested in Ataraxion, that has indeed changed. Oh,
There's no media requirement.
Oh, there is no media requirement
So
anymore.
what you have is that you'll have a quest line to do through the Black Spirit. Do the Black Spirit quest line, level 57 or higher, Awakening or Succession. Go from there. The GM note is going to be released on the console website sometime today. Soon.
Soonish.
I want to say soon. But yeah, it'll be later today.
What's down here? What's down? Uh-oh. Okay, I'm all right.
What are you doing?
I don't know. I'm exploring. This is what I do.
I can't wait to do this dungeon with you.
I know. All right. So I'm going to show some of the bartering
Full camera?
changes. I don't know who has bartering available right now. She's at Padix. Who's at Valencia? Why do I have no one in a city?
Remember, this is a test server.
I know, but I have no one in a city. He's a proddy.
If you're a test server,
I know what I can do.
Yeah.
I don't need you to.
What's the recommended AP DP for 5-man? So for console, it'll be 250 AP, 300 DP. 5-man party, we were half of one person here, so that was interesting.
Half of one person. Do medical kits work in the dungeon? No, they do not, and you cannot. Wait. So normally you can just go back and spawn at the nearest safe zone. Unless you're in the final fight where there is no respawn option until your party wipes.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's get on the ball.
Anything? What was the other one? What about the rewards from tomorrow? Tomorrow?
What rewards?
I'm not entirely sure. Kashima, can you check on that one? The one that you just shared? Yeah. Right?
Shy will be able to enter. I believe it's talent.
Yeah.
I believe her requirement is the talent. That's why it's or.
But it says Awakening or Succession.
Talent.
But talent as well. Okay. But just in case, we'll double check it right
The
now.
Ataraxion rewards, it will be with the patch notes.
Yeah.
Because it's kind of hard just to give it to you now because some of the rewards are specific to the dungeon, which gives you a token, which you exchange for something else. So it's a little bit difficult to give out. At
Can
the
we
moment.
use campsites in the dungeon?
I just left the dungeon. But there are checkpoints with like merchants and stuff along the way. In certain parts, there's like a supply station.
And
But I believe yes, you can use.
like we mentioned before, a lot of the stuff that happens within the dungeon is specific to the dungeon, and go from there.
Corsair Awakening when? Not this week.
And we have no details about it. Can you tell us about the Corsair changes? They haven't completely.
All right, full disclosure. I haven't added them to the patch notes yet, which is why I haven't put them in.
Because we're still seeing what else we can do with it. So unfortunately, you will have to wait till the.
A bunch of them were
patch notes.
added, like the full list was added last night as I was leaving. So they will be put in later, but it's there's a couple of changes.
Will the boxes that we just showed over there be similar to like the daily quest where they just straight up disappear? No, and I can't get full details regarding the puzzle, but the boxes aren't delivered. So don't worry. It should be fine. When we die in Ataraxion, do we spawn in a safe zone inside the dungeon? So if you go to safe zone, if you missed our amazing co-op gameplay, when we died, we ended up at the start.
Yep.
Because we were at the start anyways, and it stays there. So, yeah.
It's not a safe zone, if that's what you're thinking.
But you are away from enemies, which is nice. Yeah, and you don't go out of the dungeon if you die. You can just respawn
You lose karma for PvP in the dungeon. I mean, right, the thing about karma is it's kind of universal. You can't just hide away from someone and expect your karma not to go up and down. Yeah, it will go down.
Well done. There is no Corsair Awakening preview on this stream. There are no details regarding that. I apologize.
Yeah.
Can you two-man the dungeon, or are there tasks that require a minimum of 5?
There are tasks that require 5 people, and the final boss probably isn't possible to finish without 5 people. It would be very difficult from what I know of the boss fight at the end.
Yeah.
You're not going to be able to do it.
A lot of the puzzles do require 5 two-man.
Get up, you
I think there's like maybe... You will need 5. For a lot of the puzzles, you will need 5. As Shirna mentioned, the boss at the end requires certain mechanics that I can't spoil, but
okay,
it's more effective in 5. Far
switch?
more effective in 5, but it's still quite difficult.
So, here we are on the barter window. We're on the load cargo. And then, if you want to see what barters you got, bam! Woo!
Yeah.
And now you can scroll here and then, what? And then left stick to move across, right, and then how do you? Oh, what? I'm just. Wait, what? I'm confused.
You having difficulties there?
I'm having difficulties.
There you go.
Oh, there you go. You can just scroll back across, but you can't scroll back across that way. You have to press LS to go to load cargo, and then you scroll back across that way.
Sorry, someone said I was supposed to answer something on YouTube, but I missed it, unfortunately.
So yeah, that's the bartering. The technology is here. Oh man, that should have been a technology is here, shouldn't it? No.
Oh.
What?
I missed something. Is the dungeon one time only, or can we do it a few times? You can do it multiple times, I believe.
I believe there is a weekly quest.
Yeah.
But I think you can do it as much as you want. I'm not 100% certain.
As long as you can jump in, yeah.
I need to double check that. Storage.
When is Merc system coming? No clue. What's the other one? Oh, I saw a daily quest thing.
Did you see that? Did you see that? Look, so I'm here at my warehouse. Right?
Oh,
wait. I can exclude items I don't want to automatically transfer. But I'm here in my warehouse.
Mm-hmm.
And then we can go RTX to auto move to storage, but I have no items that can go in. And then I can do this. Bam!
Nice.
Central market straight away.
So you can kind of stick around there for a bit. And all that kind of stuff.
And then, wait, what? Oh, if you don't know, Chango is storage. It's still in Korean. But you can move it from your storage right into your central market. So the technology really is there.
Sorry, so someone was saying like, in terms of gear score stuff, why can't I see total accuracy and things like that? And like total AP and hidden APs and stuff like that. We are working on a way for you guys to actually be able to see that stuff. When that comes into console, not entirely sure, but it is something that is being developed right now.
Yeah, it is something that is coming. Basically, the idea behind it, and this has been said by Jehi during multiple balls, is that like the idea of chasing numbers is something they didn't want to do, but the pressure is like grown enough that they've added it in. So that will be available once that has been developed and stabilized on console UI.
Oh, Caution, you want me to address that again? Okay.
All right, come back to me.
So, Corsair Awakening, as I've said before, and I hope people in chat will help me kind of explain to people who are joining us in streams now or later on, is that we have no details on Corsair Awakening. There is no preview of Corsair Awakening right now. All those kinds of class details and what it may be, what it may not be, and stuff like that will be released through official channels. Even though this stream is an official channel, it'll most likely come out in the form of a notice on the website or a YouTube video or a trailer or whatever the case may be. But there are no details regarding Corsair Awakening. When those details come out, we'll be sure to share them. Please let people know as they come into the stream.
Okay, right. I'm going to put that there. Right, so Q&A time, I guess. We could go back and do Ataraxion Copilot.
I'll go back in.
Right, so Tamer stuff has been asked for. There's been quite a lot of Tamer feedback lately. So again, it has been presented to the devs. It's the time it takes, if there will be any changes, to get those changed. Odalita and Dead Guard armor release. Nyx, I'm not sure you'd be able to handle Odalita.
Not sure a lot of
but
people.
no, Odalita will come when it comes. I don't know if we can escape.
Try it. Yeah.
Of bricked us.
Thank you, people in chat. You guys are dope.
But no, Odalita and stuff like that will be released when it's ready to be released. We don't have any information for you right now.
Options to hide the seasonal server enhancements. You can hide enhancements in general from other adventures through your settings and whatnot. Some of us have more gear than people on PC. Agreed. As an average, I wouldn't think so. In fact, I'm pretty sure that's confirmed. Death penalties in Ataraxion, as mentioned before. Yes, if you're a red.
Yeah, basically, if there are death penalties on your version of the game, so if you're from PC, there are death penalties. As console doesn't have those enabled at this point in time, you will not get any penalties.
Yeah. Odalita is definitely going to release. 250 AP, 300 DP for dungeon.
Roughly.
Correct, but in teams of 5. You should not try to solo it with 250
Just one
AP.
Zerk. What am I doing here?
Why are you...
I don't know where we are. We're stuck.
I'm gonna let you pilot your way out of that one for a bit. And yeah, you removed the 300 cooldown. How about removal of trade and stuff from seasonal character stuff? Or not seasonal characters, sorry, for tagged characters. No, I want to say no. I don't think that's ever going to happen. Legitimate. I know that's not the answer you want to hear, but I don't think that's ever going to happen. Like I always tell you, I'll bring it up again, but I don't think that will happen. More accuracy buffs on Musa Awakening, and I imagine this also applies to like Mei and some other classes as well. All part of the how do I say this? Any and all feedback that you guys have, like I said, always send it. I can't promise things will make it. As a lot of you guys know as well, a lot of the feedback that you guys have given me, whether it's to me, to Shirna, to if you're from PC, you get it on PC. Not everything will always make it in the vision that you may have seen it or at all.
And one of the reasons for this is like, even if the whole of console agrees with something, there like someone else in another region might have the
console in
polar
English.
opposite. Yeah, there might be a polar opposite opinion somewhere else, and that makes it a little tricky to bring in something. So like I've had someone in my DMs asking for like Sage Succession buffs and Sage Awakening buffs, and then as people in chat today saw, if you were here early enough, there are some people who are like, yeah, Sage Awakening is pretty strong. So
yeah.
It's one of those things. Everyone has their own opinion. So we, we don't filter as much, but we do collate, and report.
Yeah. As much as we
those
can, then
things.
we have those conversations. But as Jessani mentioned during the Huddle Ball, there is a intended rework of older characters.
The first 17.
Yep. And I know how some people feel about that in regards to like Shy and stuff. So we're continuing that conversation, trying to see how much we can do with it. But any and all feedback, yeah, just send it over. And I know it may not always make it. You know,
I can't escape.
but
stuck.
I know how Shies feel about the 17 thing. So that's been brought up daily.
Yeah.
Actually, daily now.
Yeah.
So yeah. Graduation related questions.
We have no information at this time about graduation. So, unfortunately, we don't have anything to give you. I am
Yeah.
stuck.
You're just not getting it out there.
I'm just stuck. This got it. This cannot be used right now. All right, I'm just gonna leave it. Okay.
Actually, let me try something.
I mean, we could switch character. You're gonna try that?
Yeah.
Okay. Add Shuriken into Pen Quest. Drigan being not in the accessory quests is interesting. I'm not sure why that is. I'll bring it up, but yeah. Why does PC know about graduation and we know nothing? It's just the way it is, because things are still being discussed.
Yeah.
For them, they literally had the last thing added on their rewards, which was the necklace. So theirs was basically just filling in that little spot. We still have to discuss where to go with
Should I
this.
just bounce?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Are we getting the Coco outfit tomorrow? I do not know. We've been asked, and every time we ask, we get told soon.
We brought up the Coco outfit. I brought up the Hash outfit. The The Mewa suggestions that people gave me. I sent it over to people. There was another one the Dark Knight outfit that people want. I want to say Checkmate.
That's already out.
Yeah, that one came out, but
Yeah.
people still asked for it even after it came out. But yeah, that came out and all that kind of stuff. Yeah.
All right. Should we put the coupon code up now?
Yeah, someone.
Put people out of their misery.
Yeah, go for it.
Go for it. All right, so this is a console code only. If you are from PC, this will not work. And there is no I in team.
That's 2 eyes. There's no one, nothing. It's
No,
2 eyes,
it's
no
two
L.
eyes. There is no duo and team. But that will give you Mercenaries experience, combat, Mercenary skill, and then item collection increase scroll times 2. That is this one. So enjoy. Someone was asking about costumes and saying, like, when will we get the group costumes again instead of the
Individualized ones.
Honestly, the costume team are doing as much as they can. You know, we've talked about it before, but costumes in general for Black Desert are pretty tricky in that every character has its own frame. And then you want the costume to look good on every frame, so you have to make it in a way where when it compresses down onto, let's say, Nova A, which is a stick figure, it still needs to look as good as it would on basically the Nova that looks like me. So
that is a way to explain it. Yes.
It's pretty, like, from what I know, it's a pretty interesting experience trying to get them to
That being said,
do properly, but
yeah.
it is being looked into.
That being said, one of the things that was mentioned during How to Ball, near the end, I apologize if I wasn't able to translate that quickly, was that they are looking into like costume designs and stuff like that to be able to get done. Yo, we back in.
Okay.
The group classing of them, I believe that they're taking in ideas and feedback. So when people send me, like, I'll explain this much, even if I don't respond to DMs. When people send me their like fan art / costume ideas or like wiki pages that they want us to take inspiration from, just kind of send it. And we always try to see what kind of works within the context of our game as much as we can. There is no I in team, but there is a me in team. Agreed.
There is an Iron Team. It's just in one particular place that I can't say on stream because someone will shout at me.
I just hit Pen Dandy. Nice. Preparing for my Corsair. Yo, congrats.
Nice.
Actually, congrats. I don't want to make a joke with that. Like, congratulations to you. Do we have a chance to get the Berserk collaboration on console? No. I'm straight up saying no.
The contracts and things like that are
We-
particularly
yeah.
tricky.
Can you still participate in the dungeon if your AP is below or
Yeah, you
highly
can still
above?
go in. Just prepare for a time like we're having right now, where you might not be able to do as much. But no, you should be fine. If you can provide like some support for your team, you might be okay.
Someone said I used the timepiece, but then everything in my storage disappeared. What's going on with that?
That shouldn't happen in your storage. Try resetting.
Yeah. Reset the console and check. There might be some kind of issue with the connection, because that's generally when that kind of thing happens. But if after like one or two times it doesn't work, send a ticket, because we can verify if items have been deleted or not.
They shouldn't be deleted.
They won't.
They should still be there.
But the reason I say that is because like people are worried that their items do get deleted.
Yeah.
And so this will kind of put you out of your
Misery.
whoa. Put you at ease.
Yeah.
And take you out of your concern, you know?
The reason I said misery there is because I know what's about to happen. Yep. He's back. Okay.
I used the timepiece and my 7 garments heart disappeared. Crazy.
I know, man. It happened to me. All my pen gear that was like Kafras 5 and my Garmoth heart, it all just deleted, and I'm so heartbroken.
But it's definitely intended. Shy who got their talents can enter Ataraxion normally. That has been confirmed. Thank you, Kashima. And peeps who checked it, if you're watching.
The reason we say normally is because we have other ways of doing it, so I assume we asked someone.
Yeah, that's why I said it like that, Kashima.
Okay, we could go back to co-pilot gameplay, why we answer questions.
All right, I'll handle camera.
You sure?
Yeah.
You can handle the combat too if you want, and I'll answer questions.
You want me to?
I mean, we could show. I don't know how to beat this guy. I'm doing nothing to him. There's got to be a trick. Maybe knock him down. No.
Should we bounce?
Yeah, leave him.
All right.
Just run away from him. Oh, that's a. That's emergency escape. Okay. You can handle it for now. When switching from a normal character to a seasoned character, is there a way to switch character and server at the same time? I like that idea because it is a. What are you doing? It is an absolute headache when you have to switch server at the same time. But I don't think it's possible because there are people who want to keep their seasoned characters in a proper server. For whatever reason that may be. Could be for guild missions, could be for life skill like bottering stuff. It could be for a wide variety of things.
Right.
So I don't think it'd be possible this season server. It might not be able to be developed, but it is something we could bring up for the next one as a potential improvement.
Has there been any discussion about item restrictions for the CM mobile app? There has. But I believe it got left for the wayside. I'll bring that back up again. That's a good shot.
Which one?
Thanks. On the app,
Yeah.
like to have item descriptions shown in there.
Ah.
That was brought up, but I believe that hasn't been worked on, and so I'll bring that one back up.
Yeah, I know how you work, Monoros. Yeah, get wrecked. No. Trent, we gotta talk about using that B button, bro.
But it's so much fun. He goes all zoom.
Yeah, he does. But when you're on a cliff edge like this, might not be the best movement skill, my friend.
Ah, okay.
Okay, I get it. Immediately does it. All right. I see what kind of troll I'm working with here. All right.
Oh, man.
Okay. Did we say season rewards? No, we did not. We do not have that information at this point in time to reveal.
I didn't press anything.
Can you hide the gray stamina bar in settings? No, unfortunately not. As there would be no other visual representation of when you lose stamina.
But that is something that we can bring up again to, because I know we are still working on the UI in terms of like, because I know a lot of people look at like the PC UI and they're like, yo, we want that kind of a functionality and that kind of ability to switch stuff around.
I got a drop for a key.
Nice. And teamwork. You see that?
Teamwork.
That's
Yeah,
teamwork.
you almost like yeeted me off the ledge 6 times, but
Almost, but we're so precise in our gameplay that we don't fall off the cliff anymore.
we need to go down here.
But yeah, a lot of the.
What?
Oh, okay. I'll talk about that in a second. So the UI in general, we're still trying to expand on it and see where, what things we can add and continuously add and go on from there. Someone asked, like, why are you guys playing only on Xbox? It's literally just because we wanted to try co-pilot mode, which was a mistake, but a fun mistake, and I enjoyed it a lot.
This is the next tournament idea. This is a PvP tournament idea right now.
Yeah, it's good.
I'll stream me and the wife playing on
What
it.
was the drop? The drops, as we mentioned earlier in the passionate discussion, but I'll bring it up again. During the course of you playing through Ataraxion with 4 other homies, preferably, you'll get drops that are related to Ataraxion specifically. Now, these drops will help you create keys that unlock the next... Zone is the wrong word, but it's the best representation of what I'm thinking of.
The next area.
Yeah, right? So it'll help you go that way. So any of those drops will help you with it going from there.
I think your controller is drifting slightly, or my controller is drifting slightly.
No.
Because there are like I'm trying to do skills, and it'll do a skill that would be the opposite way around.
You want help with it?
Yeah, sure.
All right, what skill are we trying to use?
Doesn't matter.
Forward B?
It's okay down here. We're fine with that. That's okay.
Yes.
Okay. Will the UI be? It depends. I don't think it's ever going to be identical. Because.
Yo, he's beefy. It won't be identical, just not just because of functionality, but also just.
What if we bring him over here? Will that help?
Pop. Okay.
Come on. No, keep walking. Is that gonna help?
Did it do
Is that gonna
anything?
help?
It didn't do much there.
It didn't do anything.
Any way to disable skill guard, but keep skill names on it instead of just cooldowns.
It's something we have requested. Whether it comes in, that's, it's always up in the air. But it is something that we've asked for, to have it separated, because I like having the skill guide, especially on like new classes that I'm playing, like Corsair and things like that. And personally, the name thing doesn't bother me, so I can turn it on and turn it off. It's not worrying. But I know there are people who like the skill feed. So I brought it up. When we have like a proper meeting about it, we'll bring it up.
Also, for people in chat that are helping with the Crow Cert quest stuff, thank you so much for doing that. But yes, you're gonna need to turn on your quest to be able to get those dailies for sure.
Yeah, and if you turned it on before and you use the timepiece, it will reset your skill stuff. How did you kill this guy?
What about...
What if I bring him over here?
Give me 1 second. So what about the... can you check that one actually, Kashima? That one's important. And I'll get to that question in a second, but the question was, like, can you use like item drop loot stuff in the dungeon?
Yes.
The answer is yes. And Rulepe's journal, when are we getting the full one? Eventually. I decided to play the game with my wife.
With co-pilot mode? That's
marriage goals.
That's also like potential divorce material, man. Like it's frustrating when you're playing with someone and you're not really talking about what you're doing.
Yeah.
I
accidentally pressed B. I accidentally pressed it. What about the glitched buildings across the roads of Black Desert Console? Right, so some of you guys may have seen this.
We can show it if you want.
There are buildings that appear out of place.
They've shifted somehow, like 45 degrees kind of shifted.
Yeah.
And
not laterally, but like just rotated.
It's kind of hilarious. But it is being looked into as to why, and why is the biggest issue here, because even if we just fix those, there is a chance if we don't fix the why, it will happen again.
Yeah.
So it's taking a little bit more time to get those repaired, but basically we want to make sure that it doesn't happen again.
Yeah.
So finding the why is actually important.
It can't be worse than Surgeon Simulator with your significant other.
trust. Nah, Surgeon Simulator, I mean, that's fine.
Have you ever played Euro Truck Simulator with your significant other?
No.
I have. I've never been so frustrated.
Really?
Yeah, because it's supposed to be relaxing, and then she changes
Yeah,
the
Euro Truck Simulator sends me to sleep.
and then she just
wonderful.
changed the music like that I was listening to, and I was like, I really don't want to listen. Why are you opening YouTube? Like, why would you? I'm driving. Like, you're not a part of this experience right now.
You're the passenger. What are you doing?
Like, it's not cool. So, like, I get upset about that. Console roadmap for Hydro Ball, working on it. In terms of making a video and having a good sit down and all that kind of stuff. Any possibility to have an option to see the family name in chat instead of our class or character name, I imagine, in a near future?
It is something that has been requested. And then a whole bunch of things came up. If I remember correctly, the last time we got close to doing it was when people started doing weird things with chat, and we had to get that tried to fix, and then that decided not to stay fixed.
Yeah.
I think this is when you can damage him. Nope.
Let's go.
He's blocking damage.
Oh, he was releasing stuff there. Infinite Pot in Family Inventory when I think you guys even heard about this, right?
No, I actually want to talk about this. So there are calls for, treasure items to go into family inventory. And I've been thinking about it a bit more on the game design kind of aspect. I'm going to use a community example of a treasure item that has been suggested to us, which would be the repairable triple float rod.
Oh, you want to answer this while I handle this guy?
Yeah. So the repairable triple float rod has been suggested as like as a treasure item, and I like the idea. So when you think about that item, you start looking at like design space. So if you allowed, let's say, all treasure items to go into the inventory, into the family inventory, suddenly that triple float's power goes from like decent to you can break the game with this, because you could just switch character, give it to him, and then you could endlessly just swap places instantly for things like hotspots, for things like, deep sea fishing, like Magoria fishing, that kind of stuff. The possibility is there. So you want to keep the design space open. So if you do want to introduce like a new treasure item, you don't make the exception to the rule.
Okay.
The exception being it cannot go in family inventory, because that's weird. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like in a design space ways, if you put it in the family inventory, it's a bit constricting. And Jessok, I think it was Jessok who talked about this, where, in the last ball, the Heidel ball, he talked about not wanting to do it because it would cause like a reevaluation of some of the items, because they could become improportionately more powerful if you could easily switch them across continents. It's not whether, you're in Velia and you have to put it in your storage, but your other character is in Velia. It's what if your character is in, let's say, Sicaria, and you drop your family item into your inventory, and your other character is in Star's End, and you could just pass it between the two. So there might be, it's more design space orientated. That said, however, it's always worth a suggestion, and we'll bring it up.
Because we have.
It's a whack excuse, but it's the one, like, I know people are thinking this is a whack excuse, but if you if you're coming up with an item, a treasure item, let's say,
Oh God.
that
What's
needs to be excluded from that, you have to justify why it's excluded.
Jesus.
And then if you say, oh, it's because it's too strong, then it's the opposite thing. I think, yeah, sure, for HP pots, personally, I'm in agreement. I think it would be nice. But that was your armor is breaking, so now you can test the campsite thing.
Oh God.
I know it's a backwards and roundabout argument.
Do we have a campsite on this?
Yeah. No, we don't. We don't have the campsite on this character. I thought I was on my personal account.
Okay. All right. Well, we're gonna bounce.
But again, it is something that I'd like to bring back up
Oh,
as a potential, like, make that the exclusion. But yeah, I think in a design sense,
Oh God.
it does constrict what you can do if you make something too powerful. And as someone said, Saku, understood in that sense, but we should have another way specifically to deal with potions. I think that's a cool idea, and I'll bring it up.
Yeah.
Because at least the potions, I agree. I think they should be, mainly because I have the HP pot and I quite like it. But yeah, like it's something that has to be discussed again and brought up in the right way. Because if we just say it, if we say like, oh, you know, it'd be great if we could do it, he's like, well, I just talked about it.
Right.
So yeah, it's something that we have to talk about.
Kashima, full camera.
Ataraxion dungeon is coming in this update. I kind of like it.
Yeah, I'm actually excited to do this. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. Whew.
You can put your infinite pot on your season character. Shy music when? I have no idea, honestly.
Yeah.
Shy music composition. It's already kind of tricky on PC. I know that I saw a thread about UI issues and things like that with it, so I don't know.
Okay. Gotta check one more thing. But, yeah.
Mansions when? It just yesterday launched on the global lab server. So I guess it will be like they'll take feedback on the systems and things like that during the testing phase, and then it will come out when it is ready. Doomhorse, no idea on Doomhorse. When the season ends, will season 2? No, season 2 will not start up straight away. Usually there's a cooldown of a couple months between the seasons. Character names on friends list, don't know. Sniper rifle, I'm still not sure where that is, honestly. I know there was a problem with the UI. But yeah, it's something that needs to be brought up again. Because it is important. The sniper rifle is pretty good. Arsha season server and the Red Battlefield stuff, I don't know if that has changed. It would need to be looked into. But I mean, you could have just turned the console off.
In case we need to do something.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah. Oh, sorry.
Zerk buff after all this. I mean, I'd love to say that that's going to be the case, but
But after you saw this godlike gameplay, don't know, man. That was beautiful teamwork. I don't think we're ever going to do that again.
No. Stop the shy spam, man. Like, I'm going to ask nicely. Please
What? Shy
stop the shy. There's someone just spamming, like, yeah. Just stop. It's not worth it. Okay, why can't we force PvP in a season server? Because it's a season server.
Yeah. We
just
don't
the
have
way
a
it is.
PvP season server. I use the timepiece.
Right, Vass. Turn on all your quests.
To do that.
To do that, you go to start quests, go to the bottom, or press LTX, I think it is, for preferred quests, and make sure they are all turned on, and it should appear.
Kashima. Gameplay. All right, thank you. So, wait, nope. Adventure. Quest. Or it'll be LT down on your default stuff.
it's LTY.
LT down on your default stuff.
Yeah, and then LTY when you're in here, and then make sure you turn all on, and there you go. It should appear then. It does reset. You also have to be on a season server, and what was the other thing? It has to be in the season character's inventory. It has to be done on your season character on the season server. You can go red on a season server. That is possible. There is a workaround, let's say, where you can go red on a normal server and then switch. That would be the only way you could do it. Also, yeah, if you fight the caravan or kill gazelles in Kama, that's another way to lose Kama. But yeah.
Does the boss have special boss music? I'm not entirely sure.
I forgot the game has sound. Not gonna lie, when I heard game sounds, I was kind of freaked out.
Kashima is not the Christmas song. It is not the Christmas song. Oh my god, that would have been sweet.
That would have been good.
Oh, that would have been so awesome.
We'll talk to the audio guy for the next area that opens up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. For season servers, for people who desperately want PvP, we talked about it. About the what is it? Because we don't have season Arsha.
Yeah.
Right. So maybe in the future, when season comes back eventually, after this one's done, go from there. We'll ask for it again. But right now, I think Seasons has been really fun for a lot of people, especially with seeing.
I do have a quick thing to check.
I do want to say this, like in terms of Seasons, like for a lot of people who are in chat usually and are upset with certain things, I also see you guys in game helping new people or people who aren't as knowledgeable as you guys are on Seasons or in the Halo in chat stuff. So thank you. Like streamer or not, you guys have been awesome with helping a lot of people out, and it's been kind of great. When is Seasons over? When did we announce that?
No, we haven't announced, but it'll be like September-ish.
If the same as past season servers on PC as well, then yeah, probably there. Yeah, September something, maybe, yeah. But
September 29th sounds right, yeah.
PvE co-op dungeon. I'm back. Yo, man, that's awesome. I think like I said before, and I always say it, I think we're heading in a good direction, especially with this kind of PvE content and being able to play as a team. You don't need to do co-pilot mode, which is good.
It should be forced on everybody at some point.
If you have friends, that's awesome. Like, unfortunately, within the office, it's just us. Like we're stuck with this. But if you want to see like a full, I say full, but like a better full team experience of Ataraxion gameplay, Valterra is going to jump in with partners and do their thing, and I highly recommend it. I think you guys have a lot of fun watching it and learn more about Ataraxion than what you guys learned from us, since this is mostly a Q&A in general. Kashima, that's not a trend. I think you guys will be fun. I'll be your guys' third. If we go on this is why we can't tell people what our live server accounts are. It would be bad. Because and I say this a lot because a lot of people ask like, hey, if you just tell me your family name, like you can just join our guild and we'll leave you alone and stuff like that. Which I genuinely appreciate the sentiment. However, I think it'd be unfair in the sense that we're not celebrities, but for some reason, people like us. And they'll either help us or hunt us. But here's the thing. The hunting part doesn't bother me because it's if I'm on our show or whatever, like that happens and you figure out ways and you talk to people about it. But people would do stuff for us, and I don't think that's fair. So that's another thing.
Right. One announcement, I guess, to make, and you'll need to be putting this in server chat over the next 24 hours. Make sure to use those chromatic keys before the maintenance. Because after the maintenance, they're going to be useless, and that will be a waste of potential silver. So make sure that you get your chromatic keys. Head to Velia Beach as soon as possible. Open the Scallywag's chest, which is in front of the 3 otters, and get all that good stuff to sell. It will disappear after the update, so make sure to do it then. Do it now before it all ends.
There's 2 things. One person was like, if you join our guild, we promise we'll do nothing for you. Which is... I don't know how I feel about that. It sounds kind of aggressive, but I like it. It comes from a good place. The other question I saw was, Korea PC has Ataraxion. Mm-hmm. How did they feel about it? And honestly, I think the people who like PvE liked it because they got to do something with their friends in real time and go through this thing together. And, this is very cliche, but, the journey of it was really fun for a lot of people. I highly recommend on YouTube more so on Twitch, because Twitch, when some of these Korean BDO players are streaming, there's no subtitles. But a lot of Korean BDO players are subbing their YouTube videos, and I highly recommend checking them out. Jingo's one, Blue's another, and a few others as well. And they have fun just playing with their friends, and I think that's a more important aspect to look at, as opposed to was this content super well received kind of thing. A lot of people are having fun with their friends, and I think this allowed them. So yeah, and I follow the Korean BDO players, awesome. Like they're also really wonderful people. I've seen them around
Yeah, they've popped in and out of the.
because they've done the BDO streams
From
on the official Korea channel here.
Yeah.
And I've seen them around. I haven't really made my presence known just because like I look like a hobbit and I'd scare them. So yeah,
You are kind of scary.
I am. This kind of ties into the fact that someone asked like, do I always wear all black? Indeed. This one dude jams old school Korean hip hop like DJ Doc is legit though. If you guys haven't heard of DJ Doc, I highly recommend it. Or Drunken Tiger is dope too. Anyways, will the RBF for seasonal get better? I'm full pen and can't do RBF on seasonal.
Actually, why I kind of went blank for a second is because I think it should change this update. Kashima, can you poke Costa about Red Battlefield for seasonal, please? And see if that's getting changed. Thank
Kashima
you.
looked so upset that we addressed him.
I know. I went Kashima and he looked at me like this.
Like, how dare you speak my name?
I am the director of the show. How dare you?
Yeah.
He's more like the producer, executive producer, in that we do all the work and he just sits there on his throne and
He's just going to take us off the air.
he will. He actually has that power. He could just press stop streaming right now and we're gone.
Yo, Sarge, on Twitch, that's an idea, an event idea that me and Shirna have thought of, and we're still trying to work on it.
Yeah.
It's a really dope idea. We really wanted it to do that.
Unfortunately, titles are a little bit complicated.
But yeah, that is something that
Because
we want.
I know where this idea comes from. Because if anyone has ever played, I believe it was one of the older Xbox shooting games where, like, if you killed the dev, that title would open up for everyone. It was like an achievement. But yeah.
What I mean, a guild declared, but the other guild didn't. Sorry, Buckley? Can you repeat that question? I think I caught the end of that, unfortunately. Yeah. No, don't worry, Kashman, just scroll down. It'll be fine. Like, I think they'll repeat.
So I know what you're talking about. There is something on that is being tested and evidently reworked, which was the Guild War maintenance costs. So the Guild War maintenance cost idea is that if there is a one-sided war declaration, it would cost Guild Silver to maintain that war deck. And it went out, but the feedback from it was more negative about that whole idea of having a maintenance upkeep. So I think they're re-looking into it.
Okay.
Will we get more co-op regions in the future? Well, during the Heidel Bowl, which I'm conveniently wearing the shirt for today, it was announced that Ataraxion will have 4 zones. It will have the desert, which is the one we got now.
And 3 other biomes that have been announced.
Forest, sea, canyon. Yeah. I don't know what that last one is.
Neither do I.
I feel like something's got mixed up there. But
yeah, my mind is kind of mush right now. But yeah, there'll be more stuff, and depending on how this biome goes, maybe we can work on other mechanics and stuff for the future biomes. But all in all, I'm really excited for the group content that is coming out.
No horses in Ataraxion. It is true. Kenyans are scary.
What's with the 3 regions has been changed for a group, but the live still the same?
Oh, the group spots like Waragons. That's what I was going to talk about earlier. So basically, they were modified for seasons, and they got modified for all of them. So it is modified for everyone. You do need to party up for that, even if you're on a normal server, not just a seasonal server. It's basically a little shake-up. I know it has affected people who farm Waragons.
Yeah.
And people who do Bassies.
Yeah.
But the idea was just to shake up the map a little bit in a way where we can keep it a little bit fresh, at least for a small time. You can't... Wait, what?
Yeah, I know what you mean. So there are certain areas, like you said, like Waragons, where... My God, Kashima.
Yeah, I know how Waragons works, dude.
No. Kashima's being a thief. Kashima's suggestion is to do Waragons. You can do Waragons without grouping up. You just need to wait for a high-level player to show up, kill everything, and then you take on all the small ones. You kill the big one.
But the small ones are the ones that you need.
Yeah, but you kill the small ones. The higher-level guy takes on the big guy.
The big guy doesn't even matter.
Just
Doesn't do
spawn the
anything.
small ones.
Yeah, you just wait. You can hit him a few times and then he'll disappear. and
It's
spawn.
damage-based. It's not hits. Yeah.
It's not.
Why is Schultz difficulty increased?
Because it became a party spot.
Yeah.
It became I believe 230, 240. I can't do that in here. I'm going to switch character on here. I believe it's like 230 group. It's a 3-man group spot, I believe.
United, thanks for filling people in on that. I don't have friends. I soloed 500 Waragons.
I just did a pickup group. There were plenty of pickup groups at the Node Manager.
Yeah, definitely. There's a lot of groups. Make sure, and people are always looking around to be a part of a group. So, ask and whatnot. But
Schultz became 220, party of 3 recommended, so they became tankier.
if you are guildless and you're kind of shy about asking people online, as long as there's someone else in the house, you turn on co-pilot mode. And you go nuts.
What if you play with 2 controllers, one for your toes and one for your hands?
I didn't think that was gonna be the next time. I told you this before, right? I guess I'll say it now because we're never doing this again, right? My idea was we get fight sticks and we do it on that.
Sir, that was going to be the next stream. You've broken.
That's not the next stream. That is not the next stream.
Waragons feel harder than Miru. I mean, maybe Miru just needs bumping up as well, and then that would upset everyone. Can you imagine if they bumped up Miru? Make Miramok harder? Make trees harder?
I like that.
It'd be good Yeah, it'd be good and bad. I know there'd be a lot of complaints like, oh, I can't level up my characters anymore, but
What?
would be fun.
I think the majority of vet players have their own mentality and a kind of at least. I would say no, and I honestly do mean this. Like, if you look at Twitch chat and YouTube chat, there's a lot of vets who may take their frustrations out on us, but I'll see them in game and legitimately help people. Like, hey, I'm running a group, or if there are streamers like, hey, I'm doing a Waragon stream right now. Whoever joins in, I'll help you guys out. We'll go through this all together. If they're not a streamer, there's legitimately vets who just, if you ask them, like, hey, I'm looking for a group for Waragons or Bassi, or I need to kill 1,500 monsters. I need some help with this, but I want EXP. There's a lot of people that will help you. And I say this, just because they're frustrated at us doesn't mean that they'll be frustrated at you. There are obviously going to be bad apples and whatnot, but judging by how the community has been over the last couple of weeks, given what's been happening all around the world, whether it's pandemic or personal related, I think the positivity of the community outweighs the negativity.
Yeah.
So definitely ask, because if they're willing to help me, they'll be willing to help you.
Wait, I was the one who helped you.
Yeah. And we had the one guy that I tried to invite one guy, right?
And he just refused.
Yeah, he bounced. But our guild is pretty good too. So
I scared him. Scared him with my muscular.
So what? Right. This is not how you make friends. What we were doing is we were at Waragons. We saw a guy there. And I was like, hey, you want to group up? And he's fighting. What you started doing was going right up in his face. Like, in his face, like, yo,
what are you doing?
Team up. Like, yo, team up with me. So.
And then he just disappeared. I mean, what a person.
Just
okay.
help people out. Yeah.
The regular servers, I mean, someone said like the regular servers are toxic. The regular servers are their own thing. There are places you can go where they're not as bad. I know that Serendia used to be quite nice. I haven't been to Serendia in a while though.
Serendia, Serendia has had changes in government over time.
Oh, has it?
And there are times when anarchy was the governing rule.
Uh-huh.
And there are other times when it was a democracy. Valencia, for the longest time, was anarchist, and then
Completely.
and then they switched around. Calphion was the role-playing server, like weird role-playing server. RP and ERP at times, which was really, really strange. But then they kind of like fixed their role-playing and got better and turned into a really good server in terms of using the normal voices. And Arsha's Arsha.
And whenever I'm on Arsha, it's just salt. That's all I can taste when I look at server chat in Arsha. It's just salt.
Medea is the new roleplay channel. Yeah. Is it like that on EU as well? If anyone's still awake from EU, if you are awake from EU, thank you. But do you guys have like a dedicated roleplay channel in EU right now? Because on Asia, it's Calphion.
Yeah.
And NA, it's Medea now. It used to be Calphion. Or, sorry.
Kashima, has Costa got back to you yet about Red Battlefield?
Balance is pretty calm. Yeah.
Okay. Nothing for now. Okay. All right.
There was one time in Serendia that like I was summoned by the at-time government of Serendia. So basically, like everyone was really cool, right? This is a long time ago, so I can finally say this. There was a time when I would do my farms, and someone ran across my farm, and I said in general, "Hey, you're stepping on my plants," and he was like, "I don't see anything." I was like, "Dude, you're on my plants. Can you walk around the road?" And he wouldn't. So I voltaicked him. And then they talked to the people in Serendia, the Serendia government. Then they called for a hearing. I explained my side. That person explained it. You know, long story short, I didn't come out as the good party in this. And yeah, there were issues.
Okay.
Community's good though.
Yeah.
My personal account, I sound very different. I will say that much.
I am a completely different person when I get in game.
Yeah.
I am polar opposite.
Dude was messing with my cows. That's not cool.
Imperial Turn-ins, it's been asked for. The discussion is ongoing as to like the situation on it. I'm not sure. It's been a while since we've been in the office to poke people about it. So we'll find out after this probably. But from what I know, it's expected when Manos drops.
It's funny when you see people gathering. Actually, that was the argument that the surrender government used against me. That the farms are invisible to others, so why are you attacking people?
Others can't see your crops. Yeah, we know. that's why it's funny. PvP over wolf meat is real. You are right.
Right.
Someone else drops on your wolf meat. You pop them quicker than you could pop, like bubble wrap.
I remember watching. I forgot who it was. Was it you?
Nah.
I think I was watching somebody, but basically, I was running across something, and then I see like two people fighting. Well, one person fighting the other, right? The other's just trying to gather. One person is just straight up murdering them. And I say murder, but just damaging as much as they could. And then, like, we had a gathering of people just watching, and they were like, "What's going on here? Is this like a guild fight?" And we're like, "No, they're fighting over the grinding rotation." What do you mean they? Well, one person is fighting the other for the rotation. So yeah, kill notice eventually, legitimately. There's a group fighting over goats at Goat Mountain. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, life skillers, man.
It was real.
Why not make places like Bashim, Nagas, and stuff? That might be in the future. Like, legitimately, this season server, there are 3 spots that have been picked. Maybe in the next season, there'll be 3 different spots. Yeah.
Next gen crash issues. Not so much as avoiding the question as more like we just don't have an answer right now for that. But continuously investigated, and will continuously have to be investigated.
Yeah, it kind of sucks when like the way to replicate it is wait 7 hours.
And amongst other issues that happen with it, but yeah. I always get bullied when I'm life skilling. Are you in other people's rotations? Are you stepping on their azaleas?
Why, that's a Celtic knot, my friend. I see what you're writing. It's a Celtic knot. 3 years of Corgi. I mean, he is the greatest wizard.
Indeed. Party spots need some better drops. It is a feedback that we've given in the past, and I kind of want to do it again. Because, yeah, a life skill on level 49.
Is there a date on Manos? Yeah. If I remember correctly, so with life skills, it was 3 months after Logia would be Granoa.
And then 3 months after that would be Manos. Yeah.
So, if I'm remembering correctly, September. Right?
I can't remember specifically. Don't quote us on that. Mine is mushy. Can we have a no force PvP server for mainly life skillers?
No.
No. Someone has mentioned before, if you're strictly life skilling, like, gotta take the risk for it.
Huado, please send me a message on Discord. I am CM Shirna. I've been playing a lot on my X. The only time I get an instant crash when I log in is if I haven't reset my Xbox since like it crashed after 7 hours. So the 15 minutes thing, I have not heard about this. So maybe try reinstalling, maybe try clearing saved data is another way around. But please hit me up about that because I haven't experienced that on my Series X. Yeah. So I want to know like what you're doing in particular to get that.
The same for anyone who's on a PS Slim and it has some crashes. I don't want to just like, I don't think the answer should be like, well, you're on a Slim, therefore that's going to happen. Same thing. Give me notes. Let me know what happened and let me see what we can do with it. Can't you write roadmap for the second half of the year on GM Note for console? We're thinking about it. We are working on it. But as I said before, the stress isn't so much as just like, we want to make a video and make this work. It's more so making sure that the content that we announce works the way that we want it to work. This past roadmap is probably the most successful one we've had so far. And instead of being like, right, that's the peak, let's go back down, I want to stay there.
In case someone's seeing people say like, oh, just clear your cache on your Xbox, but you're not aware of how to do it, you go to the dashboard, you press Start, go to Manage Game and Add-ons, click Black Desert, save data, and clear that. All your data is saved with us. So clearing that just clears the cache data that exists on your console. And if you're experiencing crashes, that might help.
Yep. In the case of PlayStation, if you guys are getting like certain codes and whatnot, submit the specific code that's affecting your game, because you'll get a code that comes with it. And then they can kind of, or support can help you out further that way around. And it'll help us find a solution to things.
Yeah, the freeze after 6 to 8 hours is known where that is one thing that we're investigating a lot. We're trying to find out what is causing it so that we can get it fixed. If it's on us, like, I think it might be something. We legitimately don't know. It's something that is being investigated. Oh, yeah, and Yor brings up, like, clean your PlayStation/Xbox. I did that here. I went around with the can of compressed air and just, like, blasted out everyone's fans, and suddenly, like, everyone was happier.
Yeah.
Obviously not the person who got the dust in the face. Someone's PlayStation grills was so clogged up, when I sprayed it, it was like... You know those adverts for, like... hand sanitizer where it's like the germs and the floating around and it was like that but with dust. It was like this big. It was huge and it just went everywhere and I was like, you need to clean your desk. And I just walked away.
Oh, I do want to say one thing. In terms of optimization, because we keep talking about it, having an update that's specifically optimization is going to be kind of tough because optimization, and I'll kind of come on and say this because I think I've said it in the past, there are certain things that we have to do that
if it's a big enough undertaking, we can put it in patch notes and whatnot. And if it's one of those like smaller stuff, we kind of just do it per update as we go along. But if we have a specific update strictly for optimization, we'll talk about that. We'll definitely put that somewhere. But I think for the most part, right now the way that we're going at is okay. But more results need to be shown for the amount of stuff that we're investigating.
The violent monster ooze is saltwater crocodiles, I believe, and in this update, I don't think we mentioned it, but I think it's getting a buff to its drop rate. Yeah, I think it's getting a drop to its buff rate. It's in this update.
Why are people arguing about GameStop now? But someone was saying like in terms of talk about it in a second. Someone was saying in terms of like just seasonal servers and the way you go about it. Yeah, just respect people, and remain human. Turns out you'll find other humans. It all works out that way. Would you guys recommend so and so for whatever console, so and so? Depends on what specifically your issue. I can't come up here and endorse products and all this kind of stuff. I don't think that's right for us to do. But it depends specifically on your console, like your individual console, not the platform that you're on. It depends on what issues are affecting that console and how old it is and all the other variables that go with it.
John Cheese, it is not actually bugged. Make sure you turn on your quests. Make sure you're on your season character. Make sure you're on the season server. Turning on the quests, when you use the stopwatch, it completely wipes that data, so make sure you go back into it, and it should be fixed.
Strikers will never act human. Nah, there's good strikers out there. There's really good people out there. It just depends on where you're hanging and how you hang with them. That's about it. Not a lot of good people. Met some weirdos, but I would classify myself as one of those weirdos, so it works out. Anything else that I'm looking at right here?
I don't know.
You guys need your own rankings. It's not fair.
People who are guru. I mean, they've worked hard on getting up there.
No, they deserve that. They deserve those top spots.
I used to be really close to the top of the fishing board, and then I stopped fishing.
Yeah.
And now I'm like, not even in the top 30. It hurts. I looked at my ranking. I was like, not even top 30. I was like, man.
Yeah.
So I've started fishing again.
I was one of the top farmers, and then I just I forgot to do my farms for a week, and then I was like, no, I'm out. I don't want to deal with surrender government no more. Are people arguing about lifescaling again?
People say that Goat Mountain isn't good. I mean, it's what it is. It's not the most efficient, but if you enjoy doing it there because the density is high, that's you. You don't always have to be the most efficient. Some people just prefer it up there. It's a nice aesthetic.
Yeah.
And it feels like you're killing a guy's livelihood because the farmers are just standing there watching you murder their sheep. Yeah. Nova outfit releases. All right, I want to bring this up. Newer classes generally don't have as many outfits, and then releasing outfits for a class takes time. Unfortunately, Nova is one that hasn't had one yet. So,
but we're hoping soon.
Soon, yeah. I'm hoping. If not, I know it sucks not having the outfit options for your classes, but you do have that ridiculously beautiful Succession outfit, the classic outfit.
Yeah.
It's one of my favorite armors in the game. I used to be number one richest in the server. Yeah, the silver one is weird. It is one of the few which basically I think it counts the silver in your inventory. And your storage, but if you don't keep silver in either of those and you just put it on the central marketplace, it doesn't count that.
Yeah. What? Tattoo the amulet not working?
Unequip, re-equip.
Yeah. If you already have enhanced gear for the enhanced gear required for that quest to be completed, and it's already equipped when you accept the quest, unequip it, equip it, it should complete it.
Yeah.
If that's the issue that you're talking about, I believe that's what you need to do.
You need to re-equip it.
when will the Mountain of Eternal Winter come to console? Eventually. Sorry, are there any changes to the timepiece?
The timepiece is having its description to include something. I don't think there's much in the way of changes to the timepiece. I can't remember. It was a long time ago since I read it, and it's on the floor.
I have a serious question, though. Is it possible to do Stars End on season servers? I would say, okay, so
not efficiently.
not in the but that's what I mean, though, right? Like, if you mean the most efficient by PC/console standards of what it is, that what gear you need and how to kind of do routes and stuff, probably not on season servers, to be really honest, with the seasonal character and
Yeah.
2 gear and all that kind of stuff. However, with your AP high enough and using the mechanics that are in Stars End to help you, you should be able to do it, but it's going to be tough. Like, you're going to need pots, you're going to need a whole bunch of things to be able to do it.
A lot of buffs.
And I honestly recommend taking a group with you. Like, that might be the best way to go about it.
Oof.
But it depends on if you're going for efficiency or if you're just going for, the thrill, the fight, for, lack of better words. Any plans to remove Termian's Cliff safe zone? Is that still a safe zone?
Yeah.
Then no.
Just wait until the next Termian event finishes. Honestly, I don't know. I'll bring it up.
I'll say this much about communities. Like, insert community name is all about politics. It really does depend because, like, I think of it like this. If I were a new user and my only view of a game is the most popular Twitch streamer or the most popular YouTube content creator and stuff like that, I'm going to think the game is all about politics as well. When I divorce myself from all that and I talk to the people that are in-game, that aren't in our chat, that aren't on Discord and all this kind of stuff, it's a very different community. And really depends. And I like I said, I generally like our console community. I think we have one of the best communities, like, in the world.
You say that.
You guys could probably get better managers, but it is what it is. But
literally just put classifieds, like put a notice out there.
You guys need better managers, but the community's pretty dope, so I'm good with that. Can you talk about the even strong request not working? I've done the removing and it has not worked.
Are you on season server? Like, it worked for me. And it worked for a lot of people.
Wait, Amulet is
Sork.
main hand, right?
Amulet is offhand.
Offhand. Okay, so for the offhand, you need the longbow quest because the text is wrong.
Yeah.
Longsword is main, longbow is offhand.
Yeah.
In terms of tech stuff. So do the longbow quest, be on a seasonal server, make sure you have it, unequip it, equip it, go from there. If it works, it works.
Why is RBF hella laggy right now? I don't know. We're not in the server.
Right now, I'm not in there.
Yeah.
What is the logic of Season not being able to ride dreams? Because seasons are a dream on their own. And dreams can't ride dreams.
Nice.
Nice.
Nice. I think the logic was they wanted everyone to start relatively equal, and Dream Horses can give you an advantage, especially when it comes to the one that has yet to be released. If you put that on a season character, maybe it would be a bit broken. I don't know. But the idea is basically, like, make it so that everyone is equal and no one has, like, the...
Aside from the story gear progression.
Yeah,
from before,
I mean, no one has a flex.
Yeah.
There is no flex.
But I think for the most part, you wouldn't need a dreamy
No,
horse on there.
it'd be dope if you had, like, the Pegasus and then you could just jump off stuff. The blue button.
No, he's doing other stuff too. He's looking at
Kashima.
the internal communication.
Kashima. Thank you, bro. Dreams can't ride dreams. My next stream title. It's a good one. Can we get a sailing gilly? Like hide your name and guild for sailing? Like a sailing inspired ghillie suit.
Oh.
What would you look like?
A dolphin. comes up to you and is like, I'm a dolphin. I'm friendly. Oh, like a seaweed monster. That makes more sense.
Seaweed makes a lot more sense than a dolphin, doesn't it?
Oh man, yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly, a sailing ghillie suit sounds kind of cool.
Someone said we should make a 300 AP grass beetles grind as a joke. I'm not even joking. We should. That came up years ago. We were like, yo, for April Fools. And then they're like, no. And then we were like, yo, for Halloween, no. Yo, for Christmas, no. Yo, it's my birthday in a week, no.
What we wanted was, there's two ideas. One, we wanted like on a day, it's like forever nighttime and it's just swarms of grass beetles that are just wrecking everybody. And the other one was on a Kazarka spawn, because this is like early on.
Yeah.
On a Kazarka spawn, instead of Kazarka, it would just be a single grass beetle with Kazarka strength. It'd be like Tonberry. You'd like walk up and like boop.
It would be nice. Yeah, the update is this Wednesday. It will be the normal time. Something I do want to apologize for is how not irregular. That's the word I was looking for. How irregular the maintenance schedule has been lately. It has been a bit rough. Just to let you guys know, like when it is. Normally, it would be every other Tuesday your time, maybe Wednesday, depending on where you live.
Right.
So it's every 2 weeks that we usually do it. However, that has been completely blown out of the water lately with like week after week after week after week, and then like a gap, and then a week, and then so we are looking to get back onto regular schedule as soon as we can. We're not sure when that's going to be. Might be next time, I don't know.
Yeah.
But the schedule has been very irregular, and I am very sorry about that.
Lately, yeah, the maintenances have been kind of all over the place. But, you know, thanks for being patient with us. And, yeah.
Yeah. So for NA, it will be 11 p.m. July 20th. For Europe, it will be July 21st at 7 a.m.
UTC +1.
And then for Asia, it will be 2 p.m. So Asia gets it an hour, like their maintenance starts an hour early and ends an hour earlier than the other regions. But yeah.
Why does BDO have to be more serious than fun? It doesn't. You just
can
gotta
make it as fun as you want.
Yeah, you gotta make the fun, you know.
Don't go chasing waterfalls.
Oh, that whole song, like the song just played in my head.
Yeah, I know. I knew that would trigger you.
Oh, I love that song.
But no, seriously, like, everything is what you make it. It's you can, if you have fun, legitimately, and I say this with most respect for people who do it, but if you have fun dyeing your outfits, go knock yourself out. If you have fun gathering wood, fine. If you have fun going as like a buffed out character and then going to imps and killing them, and you have fun, yeah, go have fun. Yeah, Kashmir is the same as me. I have my fun. I have my fun by letting my horse die, and that's why I have so many dream horses on the test servers, because every week I look to put out a new one.
Kashmir just straight up kills his horse because I think he's like, he's
all about elephants, man.
You still roll around on the elephant, right?
Oh, he might have changed from that, you know.
Oh, sorry. Someone said like I've been ignoring the question on YouTube the whole time. Can you send that up again, and I'll keep an eye out for it. I apologize. Do you think that'll be a necromancer class?
Brilliants. I have fun taking selfies, coloring my clothes, and catching horses. If that's what your fun is, that's what life is about.
Necromancer class we've suggested in the past, but I don't know. I think it would come in a different incarnation, given all the things that will gonna happen with that.
The Spirit Stone bug spamming thing. I haven't seen it. I will investigate when I get back to my desk because I have a million of them.
Genko jeans.
I'll take a look. Yeah, what's wrong with Genko jeans?
I'm just saying, Genko jeans. If you're watching, like sponsor me, and I'll do an ad for you. Your jeans won't fit on me, but it's fine.
I used to wear like the baggy jeans, the flared out jeans at the bottom.
Oh, like the super bag?
Yeah.
Did you have like the denim that's like a loop around it for your keys or whatever?
No.
I had that stuff, and then it got caught. People would just catch me with it. Parachute pants, never did that.
I mean, the people who grew up in my
I sent
my
tickets and
age
videos
group-
every day for 10 months. I'm assuming about crashes and stuff. Karshman, can you scroll up for a sec? That's the person I'm looking at. Yep, keep scrolling. Go, 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 go.
No.
Okay. Nope. All right, go back down. Sending videos and stuff for 10 months. It really depends on what your specific issue may be. I want to say it's probably in regards to crashes if you're sending videos. Spiritstone bug. Spiritstone bug. Do we know about this? And you sent videos? Jess, can you find me on Discord, send me your family name and region, and then I'll take a look
If it's
into
in
the
the
history of tickets.
tickets, like it has been reported.
About Spiritstones in general?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll take a look into that after this stream. Thanks for letting me know about it. Apologies that it took forever, apparently. I'm really sorry that you felt ignored on that one. Jenko Jeans, next crossover. No. When the Spirit Stone ends and restarts spam message. That happens on Alchemy Stones in general.
It does. It
And
usually
busts.
stops. It will pop once extra, I think.
It should pop one. Is it once or twice? I don't remember. It should pop and then it stops because it resets the icons at the bottom of your screen or whatever it was.
When are we getting the PC technology to move stackable items in and out of the CM?
Oh my god.
You should have been here for the patch notes. It's in. It's in this update.
Yeah.
So if you have things in your inventory and you have things in the storage, there is now an option to auto move those things here into your current stacks, existing stacks, and you can set exemption items as well. There are exemption items you can set. You could exempt food, you could exempt crystals, you could put in 10 items that are exempt for what you feel like. So that is in.
Yeah. We have that kind of stuff coming in. Season Arsha ever coming to console? Probably not for this one.
Actually, we're not sure.
I want to say for now, no, but we are going to keep asking people about it. And if it comes in, it comes in.
The
But,
Awaken block is fixed this update.
Hooray! Where did it go? Why is there no blue dye like the blue from the Whimsical Alchemist on Shy?
The light blue one. There isn't one equivalent to a sky blue, but I think it's. Hold on. Medea. I think it's the Medea dye, and there is one that is very close to that color.
Do you know the dye colors that much?
Yeah.
I don't know enough about it. I genuinely don't. I was here. I thought that was just moving stuff from storage to CM and vice versa. You didn't show anything
Oh,
about stackable items.
I tried to show both, but I couldn't show the stackable because I had nothing to stack in.
Sorry about that.
Yep. But the color is there. I don't fashion. I just know what each dye does. Weirdly, it's the one thing I remember. Valencia makes it look as though you're wearing latex. Ovia makes it look as though you're wearing rags. And then it's a varying scale in between the two.
Shirna fashions. Halloween outfits when? I imagine during Halloween. I imagine. I could be wrong, but I want.
There is a bright blue. There is a bright blue, but there isn't one that is the same tone baby blue as the Whimsical Alchemist.
You know a lot about colors.
Yeah.
All right.
Why do you think I always used to poke Valencia when she was making Photoshop? Like I was the one who would be telling, like, oh, maybe you should change this color up a little bit.
No, like I know you have a sense for color. I just didn't know you knew the specific colors in the game.
Nah.
I can tell you there's red. I don't know much beyond that.
Right. I saw a meme this morning, and it's 100% true.
Yeah.
My fashion in games is on point. It is fleck.
Wait,
My fashion in life is awful.
What Shy outfit am I missing this time? I thought I got most of them in now. Have you seen your Shy? Kashima? That's mean.
My Shy? My Shy's adorable. Oh, you're talking about how it looks? My wife did that. You want to go fight her? She's scarier than me.
Is she?
Yeah. Yeah. She scares me.
Well, she scares you, but is she nice to other people?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, Olvia dye looks great on Corsair. Yeah, so basically the dyes look different depending on the material you're putting them on as well. So if you
Yeah.
put Olvia on, let's say, metal, it doesn't look as good. But if you put Olvia on, like cloth, so basically Witch Wiz Corsair, it actually looks pretty good.
Keep getting disconnected, Gilboss. All right, I know you said you added me, so I'll take a look into it once I get back from the streaming here.
Find party function rework. I don't know if it'll be reworked, but it should have more options because I was trying to get a Waragons group through it, and that was rough. Changing skill add-ons for trial characters. Something I'll bring up.
Yeah.
Can we get
That
hair
one?
Corsair for all classes? I think. Right, I don't want to 100% this right now. But when I say recently, it was like last year. We did one where we put all the hairstyles became available for all the classes, I believe. So maybe once we have a few more new classes and there's a bigger batch, maybe that will happen again. But I'm not sure. I can ask though. It is something that we could bring up.
Okay. So, Awakening Valk bug, if you have it, send it by a ticket so I can take a look at it, because right now I don't know your individual situation. The UI about the kill changing?
The kill UI.
Oh, the kill UI explained it. When it comes in, it does come in. The other one that I want to mention, oh, I just missed it, was the party function. The party function, oh, there's two things, sorry. The party function, if you have suggestions, let me know, and we're going to forward that over, because I like talking about UI as much as I can. And the other one was the... Oh, crap, I lost it. You can go on if you want. I got to rethink this on costume ideas. So if someone was asking, like, if our costume team takes inspiration from an artist, like, or wants to take an artist, like, do they talk to the artist themselves? Yes, there's protocols that are followed in terms of like intellectual IPs and creative IPs and like creative codes between artists and whatnot. So when we get like the Zerk outfit and the other one,
they were
contest
global
winners.
Yeah.
But we would talk to those artists and make sure that this is how we're going forward and stuff. Any other stuff that draws an inspiration, we go about the same way.
Will Ataraxion be affected by Node Wars? That I don't know. Foil, I know about that shy costume. I know about it.
Is that the one? No, that's a different one from what I remember. Okay. I'll go for that. Yo, Psychotech on YouTube, man. Full details on how those work. Kind of like that.
It's a rainbow.
What?
Rags to metal. Like it's a rainbow. That's how the dice system works. It's in order.
What rainbow has metal for you?
The good ones. Okay.
What's the most attempts to make a dream horse? Don't know off the top of my head, but that is a cool stat to actually ask for now.
It is one that probably will never be released.
And it will, yeah. It's probably because it's chance based, right? So there's a chance that someone has tried multiple times and hasn't gotten it. So,
Poor Costa.
we we don't have those descriptions with console.
So, okay, the dungeon reward by Arsha, not the rewards, because the rewards are like how it would be in world bosses and stuff like that. The actual drop chance for the keys and other items you need while exploring Ataraxion probably will be affected by that because it's affected by loot increases. Remember, though, all those keys and stuff when you leave the dungeon will disappear. Anything you pick up in Ataraxion that's not Lucaretta's key or the final boss rewards will be removed when you leave Ataraxion.
Yeah.
So you can't pick up all the goods there and then leave and then come back and just run all the way through. It doesn't work that way.
Yeah, we don't have hover text. That's true. You have not been able to save Beauty albums since Sage. Really? Huh. Gonna have to investigate that one.
Any plans on making PvP? You say more profitable. What you mean there is profitable. There has been discussions about like PvP, not seasons in a sense that seasons are for right now, like the season we got now, but like a PvP window, like a soccer season. I hate saying soccer, like a football season or something like that. There are talks about that, like was it 1v1, 2v2 that was announced?
Title.
10v10.
Yeah.
That kind of stuff is like in the works. I don't know when it's going to come out. I can't remember. I know something was announced, like a date when it would hit Global Labs.
But how that translates over to us, or if you're from PC and asking for PC, the way it travels to a live server on PC is different. It's the time depends on the spec fixes as well as localization, all this other kind of stuff.
Okay, what is the recommended AP DP? 250, 300 for the mode that we have. If you hate watching soccer, that's up to you, man. I am a big football fan.
Is there a sport that you hate watching? Like you
Hate watching?
Like there's a difference between watching live and on TV, right? I can't watch baseball on TV.
I can't watch baseball, but I can watch cricket.
Yeah, I can watch cricket.
I can watch cricket. Tell you what's dope. Lawn bowls, mate. Lawn bowls and darts.
Yeah.
I am British through and through, mate. Lawn bowls, great. Darts, get up there.
Nah, I'll watch ping pong all day. That is legit to me.
Badminton too.
Ball sports can't stand any of them. That is different.
I mean, it depends on the person. I mean, we all know the United Kingdom are really good at sports you sit down on, right?
Yeah.
It's just how the universe has worked for us. I like watching those kind of sports too. Rowing,
Yeah.
sailing,
Yeah. Okay, I'll give you that.
cycling. Pretty good.
I made my significant other watch hockey with me, and she couldn't follow the puck.
It's
But-
like in Dragon Ball when Gohan is like first watching the fight.
What's happening?
Yeah, and then like Piccolo's just like keep your eyes open.
And like Krillin and everyone else like, yeah, no, I can follow this. Like, go on, you weak. But no, like, she couldn't watch hockey, and that sucked. So we were watching something else instead after my team lost. Will be more themed dungeons after this one. This is the one of 4.
Yeah, and then I believe what was said was like, if it proves to be something that people like to see,
Yeah.
there might be more developed in this style, I think was the exact
Yeah.
wording during the Heido Ball. So in other words, it's not like it will always be Ataraxion, but like this kind of hybrid, not hybrid, but like, open world plus instance, that kind of stuff.
I'll watch NFL when I can. Yeah. But a lot of my favorite players have already retired, and I don't know enough about this newer generation.
Naval PvP battles. Something came up with that recently, and I can't remember what it is. I probably wouldn't be allowed to talk about it either. But I know that it has been discussed because
There is a conversation.
It flagged something in my mind that something with that was like coming up.
No date on Garmouth being a world boss just yet. Nate's idea, when declaring war, make a time frame option one day, make it cost more the longer the deck. So make it cost silver, but make it based on the amount of time and who you're decking on. Why does that sound familiar?
I mean, having finite ends to the war was something that we've discussed between the two of us.
Yeah, this sounds like something. Why can't I remember this? Coco outfit, yes or no? Shirna shirt is cool.
For those who don't know the reason, Audrey and Trent have a wonderful blossoming relationship. How much of Ataraxion is instanced? Only the final boss fight is instanced. And once you are in that final boss fight, you will remain in said instance until either you leave or you complete the dungeon. If you die, you have to wait for the rest of your team to either beat the dungeon or also die, and then you can reset.
Are there more NPCs back in the game than you remember?
No.
Other than the scallywags, I don't think anything has been added.
Might be
That scallywag storyline is amazing.
Scallywags
I
is good.
actually really enjoyed it.
And the weird thing is, like, as I was reading it, I know exactly who was doing the LQA for that. LQA is like when you go through the text and at the final polish. I know exactly who was doing it.
You don't have to type in codes to get it from Twitch.
It's right here.
This is for console only, but you don't gotta type in a code command. It's, it's right here. Oh man. And yeah, YouTube knows that the code is here. This is for console only.
If there's no Coco outfit, what are you gonna do? We're gonna talk. All right, that's cool.
I appreciate the talk. If you die in the final room boss, do you not get any loot?
No, you'll get. I think from what I know and from what I'm expecting, even if you die and then eventually win, you will get your rewards.
Scallywag should be permanent when Corsair is sailing.
Like just
Oh.
puttering around on the deck.
They just spawn.
Just one giant one spawns over like Ilia Island and just puts a hand on top.
I was thinking, well, oh, that's some like Akira stuff going on there. Oh man, I will make more lore. I enjoyed the lore. I thought that was hilarious.
The loot and stuff like that for Ataraxion will be revealed in the patch notes.
Yes.
I don't really want to go through right now.
Yeah, specific rewards, drops, keys, and how to get these keys and what materials you need to make this key will be revealed in the patch notes, which will be coming out during the maintenance tomorrow, regardless of your time zone.
Oh, if he was just listening and watching, like audio only, we should have said there is no I in team. We did say it before, because I remember making there's one in A.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, there is no I in team.
Shirna once ate a tuna and turned into a seal.
Yeah.
That's good. Is the update today? No, it will be tomorrow, depending on where you live right now. Depending on where you live right now, depends on what time it will be. We went through it earlier, but July 20th, 11 p.m. For PDT. July 21st, 7 a.m. UTC +1. And for the Asia region, it is 2 p.m. On the 21st. I remembered it, Kashima. Look at that. No mistakes and nothing.
Impressive.
Yeah.
Quite impressive indeed.
Yeah. What time does the dungeon go live? It'll go live immediately after, but there is a quest line that you have to complete first, which is called Invitation from I. You complete that quest line, then you'll be able to go into Ataraxion.
You do that quest line, which you should be able to get if you're level 57. You go up to a certain point, and then you finish that line, and then once you have your other requirements, like Awakening is done or Succession, then the next part of that can begin, and then you can enter Ataraxion.
Should I tell them where it starts from?
Nah.
Nah? Okay.
What's
the weakest you can be to survive the dungeon? I mean, I don't know. I'd say, like, whenever we do the recommended, like, as a player, I always add 10 more.
Yeah, okay.
Because that's where it's comfortable. Because if you're at the recommended, it's like, you can do this, but it's going to be...
Like, but
Interesting.
your view on this and my view on it is different, right? So you say comfortable, but for me, it's like I want to keep. I don't want to say like I like experiencing all the different mechanics of a monster, but like if I'm like two-shotting them, even if you're 10 AP above, right? Like that's I think a comfortable level. But I like going at the recommend level, see how much I can do, and then go from there. If I want to be efficient, then I just go above that.
Yeah, and obviously it's plus or minus depending on the class. Also, when you get up to the higher zones, you hit that zone and you'll be fine. But I usually personally add 10 before I decide to commit to a zone. All right, I think we're done.
Audrey's latest
I saw
lore has killed Kashima.
I'd let Kashima be on the couch.
Also, Audrey, like, you're mixing Kashima with Kojima.
Okay.
But yes, I think we can call it here. Oh, and
The Ataraxion GM notes are now live.
I'll nip this in the bud right now, for now,
Okay.
about the NPC thing.
Yeah.
So, right. If you're from, I don't know how many of you are from PC and you know what happened last week, but one member of our community had passed away last week. Last week? It was last week.
Last week.
Yeah. Sometime last week. And I don't want to talk about it but we kind of have to now. But like, I didn't want to talk about it just because I don't think it's right for me, like us, to speak on something that personal to a lot of people. And I think people need time to grieve in however the way that they need to grieve. That being said, I don't think an NPC being made is ever going to happen. And I say this from a respect standpoint, in that, like, we sell our game. Do you know what I mean? Like, it feels really weird to do that. I don't mind doing like community events and all this other kind of stuff to help commemorate a member of our community, because all members in our community are important. But I don't know if an NPC or like a statue and stuff like that might be viable right now. It's something that we'll bring up for sure, but I generally don't talk about this publicly. I'd rather watch from the shadows, because it should never be about a statement from myself or Shirna or Valterra or from anyone, because we were all hurting. And so I don't think it's something that we should address in this kind of a stream, because then the focus shifts on us and not on the bereaved family, you know? So that's how I feel about it.
And I'm very much the same way, that I don't want to be like... I've seen it in other games that I used to play as well, where like a community member passed and people go on stream, and I for me, it doesn't feel right.
But yeah, and like
it feels awkward. Like privately, like he was a big member of the community.
yeah,
You know, privately I was like kind of shocked when I found out.
yeah.
But the private me and the public me are two different people. Like two very different people. I'd rather not
Merge the two.
Yeah.
Yeah. In the case of the statue, and again, this is a personal opinion, I'll still forward this when I can, but I think it's hard for us to like. It's a very fine line for a company, because at the end of the day, we are part of a company. To be like, we've erected this statue, and to not PR spin it in a way, and it takes away from what it is that we're trying to do. And even if you guys know our intentions are good, it may open a wound that's not good. So for me, I'd prefer not to, but I'll forward it anyways, and I'll try my best not to talk about this so on such a public forum like this. Privately, I'll talk to you guys forever, but yeah.
Yeah, my phone bill just came in. That's not good.
Okay. Okay, so let's end it here. No, I know what you guys about. So let's end it here. This is the end of our stream. This is the coupon for console only. For PC, unfortunately, there is no coupon on this stream, as this is a console-specific stream. And tomorrow, 2 p.m. PDT, 10 p.m. UTC +1, Valterra will be doing a special stream with...
Wait, would it be tomorrow? It's the 21st.
Yes, tomorrow.
Tomorrow is the 21st?
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow for us.
And tomorrow for the rest of the people. Like
No, because America wouldn't even be on the 20th yet.
Yes, they would.
Today is not the 20th in America.
But are they not doing it tomorrow?
They're doing
20th?
it on the 21st.
Is it the 21st? Anyways, look at social media. Find out when the actual stream is. She's going to be doing it with the partners.
Yep.
And then, yeah. I think you guys have a lot of fun watching them play.
But yeah, all the details will be up on SNS when it is time for that. I believe it will be after the update because otherwise you wouldn't be able to play it. So it's going to be after the update anyway. But guys, thank you so much for joining us. It has been an absolute pleasure. Co-pilot mode may never be resurrected unless we have a specific idea for it. But it was fun.
Now, whenever you say Coldpilot, I keep thinking Coco, and I should make a statement about it. Anyways, we're going to end the stream here. Peace out, everyone. Are we not peacing out yet, Kashima? Wasn't ready with that trigger yet.
He's slow on the button.